sauce, sweetness honey soap, rose hip spa bar, turmeric soap, peppermint soap. A source from the healing power of the Mother's Earth gives for physical and energetic healing of the body, mind, and spirit. To order for our products or become our distributor, contact Iyanifa Ifashiye Sally or go to www.oritnaturals.com. Orit Naturals, expanding the inventory.
Are you ready for fire in a bottle? Who says fire can't be bottled? Enjoy Marie Titi's Magic Sauce. It's homemade pepper sauce with organic moringa leaf and the freshest seasonings from the islands. Call 347-877-9812. 347-877-9812 now.
Paris in New York. Paris Beauty Supplies and Runway Boutique in Brooklyn, New York. We specialize in stylish wigs, beauty supplies, and accessories to beautify you for glamorous occasions or any occasion. We are located at 3205 and 3124 Church Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Call us at 347-789-1239. That's 347-789-1239. Or visit us online at parisbeautysupplies.com.
Let's go!
Bringing you nothing but hits after hits. This is Calabash Radio. Yeah!
Welcome to the Sip and Chat Off the Cuff project. Every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Calabash Radio. 2 hours of non-stop music and talk show with DJ Pete and DJ Public Image.
You don't? Good night, everybody. I only see in peace of me. Oh, Lord. I don't know, man. These cameras on them is not easy.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, whatever time it is around your way. We certainly going to meet into that full circle. Yes, indeed.
Yes. So it is. Like public say, we definite going to meet in that full circle.
You know? Well, folks, it's, how to put it? It's outside. It's cold out there, man.
Like the younger ones just say, it's like brick. I don't know what they mean, but
it's cold out there, man. So if you know you're going out there, or you're driving, about to drive, make sure your batteries in your car working. It's up to par, because it's really, really, really cold in New York City. You know? Yes, indeed.
Yes, can't get no colder than how it is right now.
You know? Well, folks, I saw a clip today on the, as soon as I put on my laptop, I gained some information saying about, Gladys Knight passed away this morning. I say, wait. Let me make a check on this. Because I when I see those kind of things, I don't just come out and blah, 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 oh, Gladys Knight die, or this one die, or whatever. I go investigate first. Next thing you know, it's not true.
See?
Next thing you know, it's not true.
People putting information on the internet and people following it.
Yep.
Not good.
You know? Same thing with was earlier this year with Tom Jones. Oh, Tom Jones died, blah, 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 blah. People going, hey, why the great Tom Jones, the man who still splitty pants when he on stage performing, blah, 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 blah.
So, a lot of women love Tom Jones, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I have a sister, Marilyn. Oh, my God. She's a Tom Jones fan, man.
You know, he can sing. You know? But something tell me, let me do some research. You know, it was another Tom Jones.
Not the artist, Tom Jones.
Not the artist that we know.
Oh, God.
You know? And it goes on and on and on and on. Please, don't, spread rumor unless you really find out.
You know, they're not really spreading rumors. What they're doing is seeing what somebody posts. They're not reading it and going and do a research on it, and they just reposting it and saying something.
Well, you know something? This is what I always say. You line up 10 person or people, right? And it goes down the line and stuff, right? I think I said this earlier in the show a couple months ago when we first started, right? Then now, they say, where this rumor come from? Now, the person who tell you.
Right.
Them off the hook, you know.
Well, yeah.
They're coming to you now because they say it's you
last
say,
one.
Yeah. So they're coming at you. You know, and that is the thing. You know. You hear what other people say, you know, but which is a lie, is a rumor.
Right.
So, unfortunately, you might be the lucky one and the point fingers at you because you say.
Well, yeah, you the last one that's give the information.
Right.
Or, send it to other people or you put it on your page like that's actually what happened.
Right.
So.
So now if you come back and they say, oh, this one is you, tell me, did you tell me about it? What are you going to say? I didn't tell you that.
So be it.
So.
Well, you heard it. She's still alive.
Yep. I did research to say she's well and still alive.
And people need to stop doing this, man. I don't know why people just call death on people, man.
And they still put the time she born, the dash, and this year she died, They put all that, I said, but how come I didn't hear? I started asking myself questions now. How come I big last night and everything quiet?
Yeah, and you ain't it on CNN
or
one of them big news.
I went and do some research and they say, it look like they didn't know too about it. Hear about the rumor.
Well, they probably do. I mean, it's on social media. Guarantee that's where somebody got it from. Probably isn't that where you got it from? One of them social media?
Yeah, I went and Google.
No, but where you heard it first?
Oh yeah, as soon as I open up my
WhatsApp?
No. That page, man, I always get it like it has come up with news with these stars and stuff like that.
Well,
they come up with that. I said, man.
Them man always be getting all the rumors, wrong, information. That's why I can't stand.
I'm not buying it.
Can't stand it, man, when people give out bad information. That's why, like you said, you have to go on.
Yeah, because I don't want to
find out for yourself.
Right. I don't want to be the one who come out and say, hey, such and such passed away, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, only hear what public say.
No, they ain't going to say what public. We'll be talking it on Calabash Radio, and everybody hearing it, so they think it's we submitted that.
But this is what I'm saying.
So, is everybody that's here, we heard it on this internet radio station. No. Before you went and did your diligence and find out, hey.
I'm not going to put myself in that trap. No.
No, sir.
It's the same thing with Sparrow.
Yeah, well,
They
they've
call
been
me-
saying Sparrow dead.
Yeah.
He even sing a song saying Sparrow dead.
Kidding me? They call me from quite Trinidad. When you're doing your show, this is what I'm saying is not even Calabash Radio. It's another station. I was streaming on. Good friend of mine, called me, boy. Put it out there, let people know Sparrow gone, Sparrow die. I say to myself, oh yeah, not me. Not me. I ain't doing that. Next thing you know, big thing come out of it. I say, you see?
Yeah, all right.
I say, you see?
Oh, Lord.
No, I ain't doing that. Anyway, people. Well, I'm a very superstitious man, I was down for about 2 weeks or so.
Almost.
You
Yeah,
know?
you can say almost 2 weeks.
I had a big internet issue. Internet issue. Call up to mom. Going back when I was going in, they had me going in circles. Trying to figure out this problem. And make a long story short, well, they sent a guy yesterday.
Yeah, tech.
Yeah, they sent a tech. Well, the first one, what today is? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Monday, they sent a tech.
What?
The guy looked like he bring the whole restaurant, with him. Yes, you heard me, a restaurant. The man only smelling of food like he was there in the kitchen and all the scent on him. I say, Lord Jesus. So he came and he do what he had to do. He say, well, it fixed. I say, all right. Next thing you know, it wasn't fixed.
Yep.
So yesterday they sent another tech. So he came. I said, well, look, like this one look like we doing in gears. When he park up, he put the 2 cones in front the
vehicle.
The vehicle and also in the back. Come with the you call it, the tools and whatever, wires. So well, he looked like he legit.
He come to work.
Yeah. So he come. And I explained him what was going on, what was happening. I wasn't getting no internet and stuff like that. I tried the speed test. Well, for those who don't know, the speed test is, trying to see how much, the flow of the internet that you receive.
How much bit rate or BPA, whatever the hell they call it.
Right, the up and the down.
Yeah.
Downloads. So I told him, so I gave him all the information on what was going on, so he will know. He said, don't worry, I'll have you up and running. I said, okay. I said, that was the last one to say, He just had a laugh. So he went down and he checked it out, Then we came back up to my apartment. Then he said, you know what? Let me go back down in the basement and check out some more stuff. When he checked, his rats will bite up the cable, man. Tell me his rats will chew up on the cable, on your internet cable. I say, man, that was the last thing I was expecting. And they keep telling me it fixed. You say, yeah, them in the office.
Yeah, because they don't. That's why they don't know. They don't know. They just do a test.
Right.
And them getting a reading and they say it's okay because they getting a reading.
Yeah.
And they reading good.
Right. So he say, man, is the rat and them will bite up. I say, man, of all the cables running down in the basement there, is my cable they go bite. But anyway, I run tests myself. He was there with me. I wasn't letting him go. And then test after one. Next thing something wrong. And then he gone. So we run a test, even with Peter on Calabash Radio. And his end, he didn't see anything was fishy.
Right.
So, on my end, it was steady. I say, okay. I still ain't satisfied yet,
Because he had to come on still.
Yeah, still ain't satisfied.
He had to come on at the other station tomorrow. So
Right.
he ain't taking no chances.
So, but so far,
Oh, yeah.
it's up and running. So I am, I'm kind of trembling to say, that I am back, but I ain't back, but I'm back, but I ain't back. Put it that way.
I don't know about that. But anyway, when he did a test yesterday here, he came up. We bring him in remote. Like I said, the DJs on Calabash Radio are being remote in. Even if you have a talk show and you're out there, we could remote you in. So everything worked. On my end, everything worked. On his end,
Right.
so everything works. So we will go with that.
Right.
As we on the thing again with DJs, we more do this talk show. It's supposed to be more about like what goes on in our DJing life. Like me and Public, we started off with when we started and stuff. And now we into the little internet radio thing, which is different. I'm telling you, it's way different.
Way different, man.
Us being behind turntables, CDs back then, turntables now, controllers, So these is different. Due that I run the radio station here. It's us, it's a family-owned radio station. All right. He does always say I is the CEO of the station. I guess you could say so.
But it is so.
Oh, but the CEO upstairs.
I just shared, just try to help out and
right
and stuff like that,
And people but that go way back, When I wanted to do it, when I was working, and I could have worked back then before my injury and all that stuff, right? It's public, we say let we do we say let we start an internet radio station. But he was already playing on underground in the radio station and all kind of thing already. I wasn't doing it. Because I ain't taking no chance,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I remember one time was playing on a underground station. When I say underground, some people might not know what we're talking about.
Pirate.
Yeah, the pirate station.
The
and
pirate station.
Stealing
FM.
Unlegit stations.
Yes.
So we there play. Well, I had just come in to relieve one of the guys. So when I came in now, everybody was scared. So I asked, well, what happened? They say, man, police bus in here, man. They was chasing a guy, and they thought he came in here. I said, what trouble is this? I was ready to make a about face.
Knowing you, I think it would have
But they the only thing is that, they say, the guys in them say there's not FCC. They had a big sign up there, the name of the radio station up there, and they wasn't concerned about that.
No, they after the crook.
Guy.
Yeah, they after if he's a drug, wherever he is, they was after him.
So he said, nah. So they say, the cops and them, they say, nah, they didn't run in here. These guys and them playing music in here. And they left.
I know all of them guys was worried.
Yeah.
Who coming back?
That Bush come. Did I told Bush? The great devil Bush boy. He set a panic. Say what?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I never got involved in it.
At the grog station, they crack down on it now.
Well, yeah.
And
that's why I say, we decided to do this internet station, Even the name come from Public, So people understand how far back me and he went. It's not no game, It's like, eat at his house, he eat at my house. Did no moms, did no pops. You know, he know my mother. You know, he know my family.
Yeah,
so,
you know.
so it's a blessing,
Way
man. We
back,
still
man.
here.
You
It's
know?
a blessing. We still here. We still here
Right.
in the music thing.
Right. I had no idea we would have been going this route.
You got
You
no,
know?
I didn't. I don't know either.
You know?
Yeah, we started
No.
the station and
Right. Nobody didn't show us what to do. We learn, we read what we had to do. We, get information from people here and
Yep.
there. And,
trial and error, right?
right, it's not easy. This is not an easy thing, man.
Hmm.
The internet really is the backbone, If
Well,
the internet
yeah.
go down,
That's it.
you go down too.
That's it. If the provider go down, you going down
You
too.
going down too.
Yeah.
That's basically how it is.
Yeah. Basically the main ingredient, we need.
Then- Right, go ahead.
No, most big station, they have backup. They go have another internet. And I ain't reached to that point yet. Another streaming provider that
Right.
they could just switch over. I ain't get to that point yet, people. I've been up and running for 7 years, but I ain't reached that great to invest in another provider in case Optimum go down, because we all use. My wife love Optimum people. She really do.
Boy,
Me, I was ready to get rid of them so many times.
I came
Sad to
close
say.
just recently. These guys, oh boy.
I so many times I wanted to just go with Verizon for the internet.
And I was saying to myself, one more incident. One more incident and I gone with Verizon.
Yeah, but you can say one more. I did not give up with them. I can't say one more because every time I go to pull the rug from one of them, she say nah.
But you see too, I've been with them and they told me, one of the reps there, they say, you've been there with us for 24 years.
Longer.
I say, look, man, and this is how you all treated me.
Yeah, longer.
So,
when there was a dish and they move from wherever they get, now they on, man, you know what it is too? They get rid of all their trucks, man. That's their problem. They downsize the company. And then you're using people text to do work from in the shop wherever they at. And they're not watching. All them doing is reading with all these blasted couple line they have reading to see what coming through. And you don't know what that person can tell you,
Yeah.
He could be lying to you. Look at that.
You know?
A tech come out and he find what the problem was.
Because of rats. Rats bite up the cable, man.
Yeah, they just do that. They do that and the signal weak.
But right. And you see too, and I said it a couple of weeks ago. It looked like them rats and them had a vendetta for me, boy. Because I didn't mention a couple of weeks ago with this thing called Vermouche.
You get out there,
Yeah.
kill them.
They run because what that Vermouche does, it butter their nose or smell and the
nervous
senses.
system, probably.
Yeah, and no more rats in my apartment. None. I could brag about that. None. But you see, they're in the basement.
Yeah, well, that's where they went. They went downstairs.
Yeah, they
in the basement.
But that's where the first coming from anyway.
Right.
But they tell us if you see that apartment, they don't go there. Don't go there. So they look for my cable wire and they say, okay, we'll get you. And they bite up that, man.
Gotta be careful, man. Optimum, I love Optimum, but still, man. At least now there are fiber in my area, so. But I always thought, they just come and change the cable. That's what I thought. And the next thing they're telling me, I had to change all the boxes. Well, I ain't that much work because I don't really watch TV inside. His grandson does watch TV, and I don't watch but sports. So I figure, all right, instead of all the TV we used to have in the house, basically everybody just be on their computer and watch wherever they need to watch. So
Right.
it's 1, 2, 3 boxes. He telling me they had to change all that. I thought it's just they come and they run wherever they need to run and that all that. So now they had to come and change all the boxes and all kind of thing for Fiverr. I say, all right, you know what? I got to go over this with, before I make any decision, because, programs, certain programs may have to be changed and whatever. So I say I go talk it over with the family before I really need the Fiverr faster because that is what we use here. We more just use the internet than watch TV anyway. But, I'll talk it over with them. We'll get Fiverr because, like I say, I already running on 1 gig here already. Right. And the thing Optimum did to me that I didn't like, I'm running on 1 gig, but I never get the full. They sell you the 1 gig, but never give you the full upload and download. Ain't that some shit? Until I figure that out, I say, okay, I will go to the 1 gig, because I have an internet radio station. Yeah, okay. Gone to the 1 gig thinking, everything go be fine. Everything's still in fine because it's still running on copper. It's still running on the copper line, which everybody's on that line. Everybody mothers on the block. Everybody using the same crap,
Right.
And next thing you know, that is all they have in regular, I don't know if there are more gigs, if they're up to 2 gigs, 3. Yeah, they're up to 3 gigs, I think, or 4 gigs. But I already have 1 gig. But that 1 gig never go to 1,000 down and 1,000 up. That is how it's supposed to be. When you have 1 gig, but I don't have that. When I put the Fiverr in, they say, now I'll get that. I say, Jesus Christ. Well, you're robbing people all these years, man.
Well, I went and found out what I see in Fiverr. It's not in my area yet. But, but at least I, as I was saying, quote unquote.
You're back up and running.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here we go. We have to let okay, this is for I guess anybody who's into internet radio station who remotes their DJing or who have DJ come into the studio. All right. Most internet radio station have a program that run the station. The person that own the internet radio station have to choose the program they want to use. There's so much different programs out there. I mean, I use as Radio Boss. Other people may use different programs to run the internet radio station. Other radio company, I know a lot of big radio stations uses Radio Boss and some other setup program, that a lot of other big like FM stations uses, But I chose Radio Boss. All right. Radio Boss runs, for the people that don't understand how it works, Radio Boss runs the station. It's a software just like how, like how iTunes is. Let's say you put iTunes on and you pick the songs and you put it in your iTunes program and it just randomly picks songs the way you want, You put your playlist in. You ain't even have to put them in order. You just throw them in there and the program randomly pick the songs. Also, the program also set up the remote DJ in, right? Which is whoever is on the outside, when it's their time to play, that will bring them in automatically, on that day that they're supposed to come on, right? That's also the program does that. I don't do that. I program it to do that. So let's say a new guy come in and he coming in on Thursday and he's starting at 5 a.m. in the morning. All I have to do is put his DJ name in, boom, right? Put the time that he comes on and the program brings him on at that time. That's it. If I don't do that, then he can't come on. Period, the end. So goes for anything else. If your DJ did a build it and they didn't put you on the schedule, you can't play the music. So it's the same thing, All right. We have in remoting now, right? We do not put the program that runs the station on somebody's computer because it's impossible to do that, right? Because who's going to pay for that program to go on everybody come? I mean, you're gonna pay $400-500 for a program to put on every remote DJ, just to remote in. Don't make sense. So that's where the butt comes in, which is what they call it, the butt, but it's a broadcasting. What's the real name? It's not it's BUT, but it's broadcasting, whatever.
Yeah, it's
encoder.
Right.
But encoder.
It's
right?
for you to enable for you to stream.
Right.
Everybody
Everybody know what that do.
Right. Without that, you can't.
Right. And if
you
don't,
to stream.
Yeah, if you don't know, that don't belong to me. Radio Boss belong to me. You understand? That butt encoder, do not say Peter's, don't say my name on it. Don't say Calabash Radio on it. That's for everybody to use.
Right.
Everybody to use.
But you see, Intax, the provider.
Right.
Okay? Intax. Now, with the butt now, when I first started, not with this station, but matter of fact, that's how the station come be true Intax, who I used to play for another station. Now with that, me and my fast self now, I always like to see how things work, and I went inside the butt where
all the settings.
Right. I went in there to see how this thing works. Now, I went in there and starting to touch up things inside of there, and next thing you know, it derailed. I wasn't able to to stream. It just keep saying idle. Instead of streaming, it's just saying idle. So I know that I had something to do with it. I had no right in there. So I say, you know what? Let me call up Intax and let them know the situation of what I did, And she said, the lady there from Intax, she said, no, you don't go in there. It's already programmed. Why would you go in there? So I said to myself, sorry, I had not really had to, but I was curious to see how this thing work, And she said, listen, I'll give you all a bly because really and truly, the owner of the station would have to pay for this. But she liked how I came and explained I didn't cushion it and,
beat around the bush.
You're right. So I told her what I did. So she appreciated that. So she said, you know what? Next time. And I still have that in the back, in my head, front of my head, sideways in my head. I ain't going in there no more.
Right. So, this is where the butt encoder comes in very important.
Right.
Nobody should interfere with the butt encoder once that radio station put the settings in there, because we give it to you. We send if people read, you see, that's the thing too. I send out, before even most things happen on a station, everybody have the rules and regulation and the rules and regulation. I send it out to everybody. I will appreciate if everybody read it, because the reason why is for you not to do things and then thinking it's me. You understand? It's not me. I can't, like in taxes say, I can't get on somebody's PC to install anything unless they let me. That's number one.
Right.
There's no way nobody can get on there. Nobody cannot come on your equipment at your house unless you remote them in to get on. Just like I have to remote you in here on the stream, the same thing for them in order to get on your PC. It's the same concept.
But the thing is, I know it has some guys out there that go and they mess with that but and then they try to point fingers now. But guess what? They will know it's you.
Automatically.
They will know it's you.
Although we may not say anything, people we know because I didn't go on there. I left it there. There's no way for me to get back in there unless you actually let me back in.
Right.
That's how it works. You know, it's nobody and their child can get in there first to begin. You know, to interfere with anything on there. You know, you could ask the provider.
But this is what I was just about to say.
Yeah,
they definitely will know, and the person running the station will know also.
Yeah,
because if you go to the minute you start to say and lie, you know, and say about the button working and this ain't working, no, you tamper with it. You did something. You did something. Just like me. When I say just like me, I came out and I said it. That, I went in there and I messed with it.
Due to the people and them, the provider, them. Personally know them. Not just know them through you know them personally.
Yeah, right. I communicate with them.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm guilty. I didn't call them to wish them happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that, which I normally do. But you see, this Christmas and New Year's,
Yeah, we definitely have to,
Yeah, it's good to it's good to talk with them and not to say like kissing ass or anything like that, but just to relate and
the only reason why you in there too is because what's her name did let you run that station that she had, the gospel station.
Yes,
right.
yes.
So he had no choice but to know the provider, right? Which is when we say provider, Intax runs the streaming and they take care of Calabash Radio page. I did not want most people take the page away when I still pay for my with maintenance on my page. That's what they do. All right. I own my page, but they maintain my page. Right. And the reason why it's like that is because I even know it from public had all told me. Things could happen when you own the page. If you take full control of your page, you could do what you want with it. You could put the flyers in. If somebody send you flyers today at this minute, you could go and you could add it. You have all that options available to you, right? But here what you don't have. You see anything go wrong with that page, if you get a virus, if something go wrong with it, and then now you go back to the provider to get it fixed, it's an arm and a leg. He will tell you. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's an arm and a leg, man. And I don't want that kind of money to spend. You know?
And another thing too, now with the DJs, those who is work, people just take the station for granted,
Yeah.
Now the thing is, the thing is, okay, if you have, it's part of the family or what, quote unquote. If you part of the organization or the family and stuff like that, as we say. Now, if you want to have, like somebody offer a gig or something to do with the station, you have to let the owner know. You have to let the owner know. No, don't just, or like how to put it, like advertise. You start advertising just like that, without letting the owner of the station know. You have to let them know. And it's a respectful thing. You have to. Like when me and Pete go and play out, and somebody call me for a gig and stuff like that. I get all the information. Probably I might even write it down on a piece of paper. I call Pete. I explain to him what is what. You know. We ain't hiding nothing.
Right. No,
You know?
We don't.
So it's the same thing with the station. You know. You have something coming up. You know, and you want to. No, don't get me wrong. If you're involved in the station now, you have to let the CEO know.
Well, yeah.
You have
That's
to.
the right thing to do.
Don't just go out just so, and then next thing you know, surprise!
No,
The
like
owner of the
like,
station, you know,
like he don't be listening.
You know, you have to let them know.
I record shows and I listen.
You know, you have to. You think them other stations are talking about those big stations like Kiss, BLS and all those stations?
You could do something like that.
You think they would do anything like that? No, it don't work so. You know, I'll tell you straight up. You know,
Man,
that's how it works. That's
stop
how it is.
blaming the butt encoder. Please, people, stop blaming that. That have nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, you just leave it alone. I mean, I could mess with it, but I chose not to. No. If I had no choice, like, you know, putting in, you know, the even other I know a friend of mine who run a station, and I am on his station too, but I take a break. You know.
Right.
He put that on me for the in putting in the things in the butt. You know? Now, some of them just have a little dot in between.
That you can't even see it.
Yeah. If you miss that little dot, just a dot is plenty, you know, you would not able to stream.
If you miss anything on there, and it's not right.
That's why I say
it would not stream.
Right, you say anything, but I just mentioned just that dot.
And that is true of a lot of people.
A lot of people, man. I don't like to go in there. No. I tell you, over the station, I say, see, and it's his station, you know. I say, listen, man, I don't like to go in there.
And you can't get in there unless he tell you to.
Right.
Or give you the rights to go in there.
You know?
And that's what, you know, people can't, nobody that on Calabash Radio could go on Dennis' computer. Nobody can come on my computer. I can't go on nobody's computer unless I allow them to.
That is, you know, that is how. You see? Or they listen carefully, or they do any tricks or anything there and think how they get away with it. Or the button. No, you do something.
Usually it be always that way, you know?
Yeah, you do something. It happened to me. Like, I play in, you know, little multiple stations, different stations, and all the stations it have in the butt. I know a lot of people out there in understand what I'm talking about, but the DJs who play on stations, they know. So I play on multiple stations, and so if I'm playing, let's say Calabash Radio, I play on today, right? Now, I have to, if I go on another station the next day, I have to change.
Right, because it say you could add.
You could add.
Right.
You
could add.
But you have to be careful how you add in.
Yeah.
When you want to click in on those things there.
You might bring up the wrong.
Not only that, right under ad, right under ad, no, right under ad is a thing called delete.
Oh yeah, delete it by mistake.
Yes, it happened to me. I had to call Pete. I said, Pete, boy, make a mistake, boy. I delete Calabash Radio. Once that gone, it gone, you know.
Yeah. If you take everything out of there, that's it. You can't stream. I didn't take it out, but if you delete it, that's it. It's done.
It's gone. It's gone. You have to get back because you know the settings inside of there and put it back.
Everything
exactly.
I got to put back everything in, and in order again for me to do that, you have to allow me to come on your PC to do that.
Right.
I can't just go on just so and do it. No.
Right. But I know how to do it. I know where
Right.
to go. But I had to be very, very, very. That's why I don't like to mess with the butt. You mentioned to me, hey, put that back, do so and so and so and so. He home, I home so. And I had to put that thing back in. That's why I don't. I mean, I could do it, but I don't like messing with that butt. Because the slightest mistake you do, it could, disrail the whole thing.
Yeah, the stream. And you want to play music. You like playing music. So it means a lot to you.
Right.
And guys who love to play music, it means a lot to them. So they will want it done right because they want to come up and do their show.
Right.
And that's the only way they will be able to do their show. Unless they can come down here every day or every night and walk in the studio and do their show. And I ain't having it really,
So, so the butt will know, or the provider will know, definitely will know, that you mess with it. They're getting the readouts in the studio where they at. And they could see it's you. So please leave that butt alone.
And the only way for me to fix it, you gotta let me in.
Exactly.
Yeah, another thing too. Very important. Like I say, stop for remote DJs. If you don't like, you see, Public had problems with his internet. It wasn't even the bot. You see that?
Right.
Was his internet. Everybody always quick to blame the bot or the program or whatever. You got to sort out your issue, your own issues. Because I ain't always go crazy here when my thing go down. But I know what to look for now, when it goes down. I know who to call right away. I know it's going to be a problem. I don't call you up and say you the one causing the problem for Calabash Radio to go down. You understand?
But right. But you see, with my problem now, no, get me wrong now, I was getting internet.
Right.
I was getting internet.
Right.
But the thing is the streaming part now.
Exactly.
Is the streaming.
It wasn't strong enough to
problem.
Stream. You understand?
No, it wasn't. I thought it was that and too, I thought it was the problem to streaming on, not until
you wasn't getting enough bandwidth.
Yes.
To run your program.
Yes, but at the same time too, the rats and them.
Them bite up the cable.
Bite up the cable. I still were able to stream.
Right.
But them bite up the cable, man.
No, you wasn't able to stream. It was going in and out.
Yeah, because of that. Right, that's what I'm saying. Because of the rats and them will bite up the cable. It send the signals and them wired. I was getting very, very low streaming.
Yeah, because so the signal was weak. It wasn't going through the way it's supposed to.
Right.
Right,
that's what I'm saying. Because of them.
Because of the bite up the cable.
Because
that a feast.
Right. Because I call up this other guy and he know about radio. He knows. He knows. So what I text him and tell him what the situation was, he said, boy, I would have never thought that. And he's a big technician on the radio.
Even I didn't know that. Remember?
Yeah, I was shocked too.
I didn't know that.
The man bring the cable and show me.
We saying it's the internet though. We was saying it's the internet, but we don't know what was the problem with the internet.
But
that's now we job anyway. But we know it was the internet. We know it's something with the internet.
Something with the internet. Something causing it. And it's not to say just Calabash Radio. I try other stations to do the same thing. It's doing the same results. I say, nah, it's something, I keep telling myself, nah, don't panic. It's something. The tech and them have to find this.
Right.
It's
not your equipment. It's not the bot. But we know it had something to do with the internet.
Right.
And that's the main important thing. That's what we knew. We didn't know what it was because we not techs, so we don't know how to trace the internet cable wire or fixed modem
Yeah,
or all
them
of
up,
that thing.
right.
That's not we job.
Right.
You know? Well, we know what's something gradually with the internet. You know, that we know. We get that far. And that's why they say here too. Anything that wrong here, I'll say anytime something go wrong on Calabash Radio with the internet, it's always the internet. It don't be the program. That's why I don't even bother no more. At one time, I used to thought, is the program is this now? Let me go see. And go on digging up and, just like you say, digging up and things
Yeah,
out.
that's when they
and,
get in
and next thing
trouble.
you know, I derail all kind of things. You
Yep.
understand? So I know 99% of the time is the damn internet. You know, because if the internet ain't running, station can't run. Basically.
That's the first thing we just start off with.
Yeah.
Without the internet is the backbone. Without that, you know. And then now when you're going in the butt now, it makes things worse.
Yeah.
Leave the butt alone.
Digging up in
Leave
it
the
and
butt alone.
thinking it's that.
You know?
And guys, for whatever reason too, we know how the stream works, right? Basically. A DJ don't turn off his button coder, the other DJ wouldn't be able. But that's on respect. That's respecting the station, which is like respecting all the DJs on the station that's being remoted, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that? So we know if that other person don't shut it off. But if somebody is no longer on the station, they cannot affect the station. They cannot do anything. It's not them. You know, I mean, I don't think people could be that wicked, you know, to do something like that, you know. But thoughts do come to your head, but after time, you know, that's just a thought that came to your head, you know. So, we humans.
If there's a bad apple in the ones on the left or anything like that, change the password.
Right.
And let
we could do that. That's another way out.
Yeah.
You know, I just have to change all the passwords, you know. But like I said, the provider set it up where I don't have to worry about things like that. You know, so I don't worry about it. You know. And that's why when somebody's saying it's the butt, I know it's not. You know, I know it's not. You know, because that's just a program, man. And in order for that program to work, you got to tell it what to do. If you take everything out of it, it don't know what to do. It's just going to sit there. You understand? It's not going to stream. It's not going to bring you in. It's not going to do nothing.
You're going to sit there too.
Yeah. Twiddling the tongue. So that's all it is. It's a program, just like I have a radio program here. That is like a program. Just like if you want to play music on iTunes, you have to go and press play. It ain't going to play by itself. You got to press that play button for it to play. And if you ain't have music in there, it ain't going to play either because you have no music in there. So it's the same concept. You know, it's the same. It's the same thing. It can't work unless you if you do something to it, it ain't gonna work. If you leave it alone, it gonna work. Period. You know, if your internet down, it ain't gonna work. If your music not going to it, it's not going to work.
Right.
You know, so
if the internet down in your area or the working in your area, nothing you can do.
Yeah, you just can't stream.
Nothing you can do.
And if your music ain't set up right,
or the simplest way, you know, the simplest way to find out, call up your area, your providers,
and you will see
and you'll
that
find out
right.
if there's any work going on in your area, you know, and stuff like that. Like if it's Optimum or Verizon or whoever, they might be working in your area. And the shut off stuff. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah, nothing.
You know, ain't nothing you can do.
Oh, we have another problem again on I guess it's probably a problem with a lot of DJs. All right. When you are playing for an internet radio station, please read the brochure that I provide. I will love if all you will read everything, because it will make things much easier for everybody, because it's not a he say she say thing, but I provide things, and I only provide it because the provider that runs my page, right, like I said, they run the page, they maintain the page, I get the stream from Intax. Intax take care of Calabash Radio page, right? That is being paid for. They give me rules, right? That I have option, right, to make any DJ that come on the station, let them know what they come in to do and what I could provide for them. First to begin, we do not allow you to stream with your laptop. That's first rule. That's the rule they tell me. The reason why your laptop is not hardwire, it's Wi-Fi, right? Sometimes how your phone, you might be talking to somebody and your phone drop, right? They know that could happen. And that's why that's part of my requirement. I do not allow it, but some guys, that's all they have, right? But I do not allow it, but I just say, okay, if that's what you want to go with, you could go with that. But I'm not responsible for that, because I know Wi-Fi could drop. You cannot that's why we said have a desktop. Have your desktop, your laptop is like your record crate, right? And your controller is like your turntables. You're not trying to put everything on there. You don't want to put the butt on there. You don't want to put the OBS on there. Plus you have the Serato program on there, or your virtual DJ running on there. That's too much for your damn laptop, bro. I have an expensive Mac here, and I'm not even doing that with it.
That thing, you see, a lot of people are getting to these things
and don't know.
They
don't understand.
You see the thing with the CPU.
Oh my God! They don't even know where that is, or don't even know on it.
The CPU just tell you, how often
how hard that damn thing working.
Yeah, it's by putting that butt, as Pete say, some people don't have no other choice but to put the butt in your laptop. But that butt take up so much space in your laptop, man. So much. That's a big file.
Plus your Serato, your music, your Serato, your virtual DJ or whatever the hell program you're using. Virtual DJ is a big file. Bigger than Serato file.
I used to take that. I used to use that. When I see the file in that, I take out all that file from my laptop. You see how much space I gain back.
And record box. What else they call that other one? Tractor. Them is huge files.
Yeah. I used to use well, not much, but I had it on there.
I used to use Tractor at one time too.
Because that's a big file, man.
When them thing running, I used to hear my laptop sweet. That's to tell you how big that program is.
Right.
So if you're trying to use that,
well, it is tell you when it's almost to go. You see that beach ball start spinning. It starts spinning. You better pay attention to that and go. To see how much space you have in your laptop now. See how much space.
Yeah, we always say, man, try not to run everything on one. That's why we said use a desktop. The desktop, you take your output from your controller, who don't have a mixer and they're just using a controller because they don't have a mixing board in their house with other things hooked up to it, right? And you're just using your controller. Your controller have two outputs, right? Basically, this come with two. One is boot, one is main out, right? For those who don't have, and they just have one, then this is where you might have to end up getting a mixing board, right?
Right.
Okay. But let's say you're just using your controller. 99% of the controllers, if it's a good controller, will have a boot, which is, I don't know if you understand what a boot is. Boot means that's for your monitor, right? Not your main out. Your main out is when you put them, like you're going and play out and you want to use your main out and you use the bigger speakers for. That's what basically the main out is for. But when you're in your home or you're somewhere, you use the boot, right? Because that's for your monitor speakers, right? For you to listen. You know what monitor means, right? I mean, all DJs know that. If you are a DJ, you're supposed to know. That's the speaker you listen to.
I hope so.
That's the speaker you listen to while you're playing your music. That's why in a studio, they call it monitor speakers up on the wall, studio speakers up on the wall. They ain't say main speakers up on the wall. You're not going to put your bass bottom up on the wall. You know what I mean?
And I just recently, got some monitor speakers for my studio.
For the studio speakers, right? You ain't have to hear any music like you're playing in a party. That's number one. All right?
You see, that's the thing. Now, two things. Now, when you're playing on the radio, some DJs like to blast, like you're thinking that the people on the outside is not hearing you. No, it's not like that.
They're hearing through the device.
Right. It's not like that. Even when they're talking, they're yelling, like if they're not hearing them in the listeners on the outside. No. If you live in a building and you start doing all of this, now people starting to complain.
Not just that. They might even want to listen to your device. They go say, well, I hear them downstairs.
Yeah, people, and that is what I used to worry about. So, people hearing you.
You coming on tonight and you invite the neighbor upstairs and you say, listen to me on your device. Right? And the neighbor turn on the device, but while he turn on the device, he hearing you still downstairs fucking away.
But
He gonna turn off his device. He gonna say, well, I hear you. He gonna turn off that device. You understand? Because he ain't hearing you through his iPad no more. He can't hear you on the phone. He can't hear you on the computer. He hearing you live. You understand? Because you blasted like you in a party.
Yeah.
That's why it have those features on there, guys. If you don't know what it's for, I just told you what it's for. Your main out is really, that could go to a mixing board, that could go to your speakers and them. Let's say for guys who don't know how to use a mixing board and they're going to just play in a small gig, they know they can run their main out to their bass bottoms and the highs or mids or whatever powered speaker that they took with them. And then now the boot out, right, which is your monitor out, they're going to plug up the little monitor to that they can hear. So when they mix in, it's a delay in your mix, right? Because there's no way if you don't have a monitor to listen to and you playing music, even from back with vinyl, everybody know that as a DJ. And you telling me, but you could listen to the song out there that playing and you don't have to have a monitor. That's a lot of bullshit. I don't care how good he is. You ain't gonna be mixing properly, isn't that so?
Yeah, but
you're gonna get a feed. You'll get a delay,
right?
You'll get a delay.
But just some DJs, they could use their headphones,
right?
As
as a monitor,
right, and stuff like that.
And that's if you choose to do that. We know that, but we just talking in general of where the monitor comes into play. So when you're in your home and you're playing on the internet radio station or you decide to play on a radio station, any radio station, please do not use your main. Do not take the main and run it to your bass bottom and your highs and whatever. Use your monitor and keep it low so you can know that, nothing is, because all you doing is playing through a device and sending it to the other device, which is somebody phone, somebody laptop, somebody computer, right? You're not sending your bass bottom and your mids and highs to that because that device that they listening to cannot take that kind of, it will come out distorted, you know? It will. So think of, you know, you're sending it, you keep it to the level that I set, which I put in there. You try to keep it at that level, right? Remember, when you set the button encoder to that level, right, you could raise up your volume if you want to, you know? And all you're going to be doing is messing up your song because you go hear it distorted. I don't care what you tell me, you're going to hear it distorted.
Well, if you listen to the device.
Yeah, that's the next thing.
If they listen to the device, they will know.
This is why we tell you to have two components. Have the desktop, because the desktop, right, it'll come straight from your modem or your router or whatever the hell you have, and you bring it hardwire, right? Yeah, your RJ45 cable or whatever, Cat 6 cable or your 45 cable, and you run it directly to the back of your PC, right? And once you do that, you'll have the button on there, and you could open up the station that you're playing on, and you could see the chat box.
Right.
All that you have to have access to. Because when you're playing on the station, you don't know who is in the chat box. You're not listening. You don't even know what's going on.
You see, too, it has some, DJs just call me. How was songing? I just shake my head, man.
You should. Why it doesn't answer back the guys in there, man?
I just leave them.
But what? That is wrong, man.
Like that. That's how you learn. Sometimes,
Come on, man.
So sometimes when you learn to swim, they throw you in the water and say, swim, come out of it. Nobody see you. You tired, talk to them. Use a device.
That is the most important thing.
You don't. I can't do without it, boy.
But they don't know what's going on. How you playing on a radio station and you don't know what's going on? You're just playing music and you don't know what, you're not even responding to nothing. It's like crazy.
I remember when I used to play in the underground station, they had a big radio on the side.
Right.
That you can hear.
Yeah, we're coming back straight. Just like why you're coming back from the internet. Yeah.
You have to do that. You have to do that. When I first started with internet radio, my first internet radio station, I played and I, going in hard, playing music. And my friend called me from the outside. Boy, you ain't playing, because they hearing me from there, wherever they're listening from, and they heard commercials playing.
Yeah, but
I said, nah, man, I played.
You still don't want to put that person on blast, eh?
Yeah. So, they say, no, boy, this commercial playing. I say, but me playing no commercial in here. I play music. So, I went and checked now. So, I thinking, if I switch now to listen, on my computer, what's going on, I might get cut off.
Right.
I was thinking that. But I say, man, to hell with it. Let me see. It was commercial was playing. And I learned from that. The man who was running the station, he was operating from his end to run his ads and cut me off. So I say, okay, I waiting to see where is the sense I playing, and then commercials running. So I say, you know what, okay, let me see how long he's going to take. So when he done now, everything quiet. He called me now. Hey, public, how come you didn't play that and here? I say, yeah. I wasn't hearing myself too. I say, listen, man. I didn't know you was running commercials. I say, well, yeah, come on quick. I say, yo, don't rush me. You play a commercial. You supposed to give me the commercials or let me know.
Right, ahead of time. When you join the station, what going on? What is what?
Right. If it's every half hour, you're coming on with the commercials, let me know. Eventually I left that station, man. I didn't like how things was running.
This is another thing. This is why you have rules and regulation. See? A lot of stations do that. But also you let the DJ know. Listen, every 30 minutes you will hear this. Listen.
Let's go.
Bringing you nothing but hits
Come on, play that song.
after hits.
Tell my DJ play that song.
This is Calabash Radio.
You will hear the station ID, people, every 30 minutes. Above top of the hour, bottom of the hour. Top of the hour, bottom of the hour. Every 30 minutes, right? You let the DJs and them know that that's going to come on every 30 minutes, right? You have that option to do it that way, and your commercial is whatever time you set your commercials to come on to. Here's the rules I put in. The reason why I don't do that on the station, right, is that the people that run commercial, if you're going to run commercial on Calabash Radio, I'm going to tell you, when the DJ is on, if you want the DJ to run the commercial, you got to pay the extra money. You understand? Because that's an extra job between the DJ time, right? The DJ going to be playing that commercial for you. So automatically, he going to want something for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, right? Okay. If you don't do that and you're just doing it yourself while the DJ there, you're disrespecting the DJ, man. That's a disrespect because you cut him off. He didn't even know that you was doing that. You
Right.
understand? So my options is I let the customers know, listen, every time the DJ on, you're not going to hear your commercial. So if you want to pay for that, you can pay for that. You have a choice, right? Pay for that, you get that in your package. You don't pay for it, you ain't getting it in your package, right? So it's more, I showing more respect for the people that playing on the station. Also, I'm giving the respect for the people that promoting the station, which is, if you want to hear your stuff 24/7, right? When the DJ is on to it's running for the 2 hours that the DJ on, I am willing to give you that package. It's more money for that, though. You understand? Where if I'm going to run your commercial when the DJ is not on, it's running on the regular schedule. You understand? Because no DJ is on, it running the time that it's supposed to come on. But if when the DJ is supposed to come on and the time that your commercial is supposed to come on, if you want that to play at that time, it will cost you more money. And that's how it basically is. It's supposed to be. Well, that's how I think it's supposed to be. Because unless I tell the DJs when I hire them or when they decide to join the station that, you know, I'm going to cut you off at every 55 minutes or every 30 minutes, this is going to come on. And the guys agree, if they agree to it, and so, but I don't run my station like that. You know, you got to let them know, you know, because remember, like I said, this is all charity run. People that play on Calabash Radio, they don't get paid. I don't pay them. Them don't pay me. You understand?
Well, you know, this is where it comes in.
Right.
You advertise yourself.
Exactly. That's what it's for.
You know, you're in a respectful way.
Exactly.
You know, because you don't know who's listening out there.
Right.
You know, you don't want to see anything negative.
Right.
Because, you know, you're trying to showcase yourself.
Exactly.
You know, out there. So, you know,
it's a platform.
You know, and that is, and that's what it is all about. You know, nobody else pays for a spot.
Right.
You know, so use it to your advantage.
Exactly. It's like Facebook.
You know, right.
You go on Facebook charge you? No, they ain't charging you. Right? But if you had to do something on there that requires a payment, then you got to pay. Right? You know, so it's the same concept. It's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing. You come on here to advertise yourself. Right? I give you that platform. Hey, you're a DJ, you're the talk show host, you want to do a talk show, I give you the platform to do it on. But this, you know, with a lot of respect, like public say, right? because you have to advertise yourself. You want to advertise yourself. You want to be a DJ. Okay. You want to flex your skills. You want to put yourself out there, right? You want other people, which you're going to invite. Don't expect me to invite them for you. You have to invite your people to listen to you.
You know?
I'm not going to invite for you.
No, it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you how you're presenting yourself now. Now remember, it's the world you're dealing with.
Right. So it's not just who you invite.
And you advertise yourself.
Exactly. Because the people that you invite, right, they already don't know you can play music.
But at the same time too, it's not just playing the music. You could be the best DJ in the world.
Right.
But if you present yourself wrong,
and
you come off wrong, they will drop you in a minute.
Well, yeah. I mean, your listeners is your listeners. But remember, it's not just the people that come into the chat box to listen to you. Like you said, it's the world that listening to you.
Right.
So those people may not come in and comment on you. They will just disappear. Maybe that is the time a promoter may have came on and he listened to you playing music and you gone and you do some craziness.
So that's the thing.
And he gone.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you just lose out on the business.
Yeah, and not just that. You think. Let's say that promoter listen to you and you say something all crazy and stuff. And then your name come up again to that promoter. He will say, nah. Trying to, present him and he say, well, boy, I hear this DJ.
He ain't gonna want you.
He ain't gonna want you.
No.
Even
if your best friend know him and go and say something, you'll say, nah.
It happened.
Not that guy.
It happened. It happened to me. When I say to me, the promoter asked me about this particular DJ. But I still didn't went that route. I told him about the DJ, but I told him, I say, it's up to you.
Right.
If you want to hire him. And he said no. I didn't really down the DJ, I put it up to him, the promoter.
So you riding with the horse.
Yes.
The horse says he have already.
I never forget that. It's how you present yourself out there.
And it's the truth, people. Yeah, you're not here. Everybody think they like I said, whether you're here or not, and I'm being honest, the station will be up playing music because I know there's a lot of stations out there that just play music and they're quite contented. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the station will be up and running. So you're not really. You're here to, like I will put it to you, maybe you don't understand. You're here to promote yourself. It's a self-employed business, right? DJs, whoever want to have a talk show, they need to promote themselves.
Well, I just always ask why you want to
be on the radio.
Why you want to be on this particular station.
Yeah.
What brings you here? What do you have to offer? What is your intention? Why are you here? What And then I will listen to hear what you gotta say. How much do you worth? How much do you worth of not just in radio station or anything, in anything, basically. How much do you worth to yourself? But you have to be honest. Say from 1 to 10. How much do you worth? And if that's the thing too. I will listen to you to see what the answer you're gonna come with. And if you come, let's say you say, it's a 9 or it's a full 10. Okay. When I listen to you now from time to time and see how you working within yourself. Now remember, you grade yourself, You see, he's either a 9 or a 10. I'm just saying. And I listening to you and stuff, and the way how you're presenting yourself, nah. If it's a negative way, nah. You're not truthful.
Well, that's when most guys hang themselves, right?
Well, yeah.
They get them rope and they hang themselves. They pretend to be something that they are not.
Right.
You know, so
and basically it's not and that's how it is, like in corporation and stuff. Just ask that question. What do you have to offer for this company? How do you know about this company? You know, who told you about this company? Stuff like that.
you see, did this get tied up, you know? It's because, like it is always say public, is the respect behind it.
Right.
The respect, and they don't look at it as a business.
But that's the thing.
That's first and foremost. They just think, you know, it's just here and, you know.
And they could do anything they want.
So,
you know? And that's the thing.
It's not a good thing.
No. The thing is, okay, them asking you questions, right? You could ask them questions too, you know. How long the company been around, you know. They ask about the feedback about the company. How many workers do you have in your organization? You ask, they love that.
Right.
You know? But when you go in there and they ask you questions, you're looking nervous and all kind of, no. They won't take you. They won't take you. Because they're listening to you, you know. They ask any question and they listen to see your reaction, how you're going to. It's the same concept with the radio station here. Any radio station. So sometimes you're there and they tell themselves, boy, I playing my heart out and getting no gigs. What? Well, ask yourself what you're doing wrong.
It's not just that. Even if you here, right, and you're playing your heart out and you ain't getting no gigs, where you going to sit home on your thumbs like you just say, and still, for all them years, you ain't get no gigs, and sit there and with your craft or your skills, you invest so much money in your equipment, and you just have it sitting there doing nothing?
But this is what I just say. Ask yourself, what are you doing wrong?
Yeah, basically.
Ask yourself, say something you're doing wrong. Something.
Well, you ain't advertising yourself.
Well, that is
more
it.
like that. And that is not up to me. I got to tell people, I can advertise for you. You know?
You know, something you're doing
I
wrong.
only could give you the platform to play the music so people could hear you. You invite who you could invite, and other people out there will hear you. Right? Because just like public say, one time he playing on his station, somebody hear him, right? And this is the same station where he had the problem with. Somebody heard him, a promoter heard him, right? Look how long he playing on that station. And then finally a promoter hear him, and instead of getting in contact with him, because I guess on that station, that is another thing. People don't leave information. That's why I just tell you, when you send your bio in, put your email address, put your goddamn phone, put everything that you need to put, so that promoter can go and look it up and get in contact with you instead of me, right?
Right.
Because I just always say, if anybody call here for you because they want to give you a job, I will give out your information. I'm not going to call you first and ask you, could I give them the information? But I don't want to do that, right? I will rather you put these things on your bio because it goes up on the page.
It's very important.
Right? It's very important. It's there for a reason. So, see, he had a gig. Somebody asked him. They call up the station. They get in touch with the station manager. Right? Station owner take the gig. Didn't even give it to him.
Yeah.
See that?
You know?
This is what I'm talking about.
Ice me out. So, you know.
You know, it's wrong. But this is what people do. You know? This is
and stuff like that, you know? But Yes, indeed. That's how things go, man. You gotta ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? Something you're doing wrong. All is on you. You know. So
yeah, you gotta be.
you gotta advertise yourself, man. You gotta be careful. And I remember, as I always say, this guy, his name is Neville Bush. You know, he always tell me, you see this mic, it could be your best friend or your enemy because of what you say on the air. Either you say something good or something bad. You know?
Yeah, well, they gotta figure it out, man. It's for everybody.
You know?
I don't want nobody calling me and asking me anything about the DJs because the best I could tell them, yeah, they sound good, yeah, but get in contact with them, Or I always say go on the page because most of the guys here leave their email address and their phone number, so you could call them up, get in touch with them. I don't want to know about the gig. I don't even want to know about where the party is unless you're telling me about, you need the station to advertise your party. Then me and you could talk business. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's a job for me,
But that's what I said earlier. If there's anything, you have to let the organization know. That's how it works. That's how it works.
If you're calling to hire one of Calabash radio DJs that play on the station, listen, the information is on the bio page. You'll see it there. You can give them a call. I also will give them a call and let you know that you're requiring about them. I'm okay with that. I could go but that far. But as far as getting into the deal where, where the party is or where the function is going to go down and all that stuff, that have nothing to do with me. What have to do with me is if you're calling me to advertise your party or your function or your business on Calabash Radio, that's when it's dealing with me. But if you're hiring one of the DJs on here, sure, they could have the job, That have nothing to do with me. That is on them, basically.
You gotta showcase yourself, man.
But they have to, it's a must, It's no like I said, the station goes promote itself because I don't have to sit up here and play music 24/7. The program runs that for me. I just have to make sure it keep running, right? So that's within itself. The DJ comes on to promote themselves on the station, right? They join Calabash Radio family and they come on to play the music to promote themselves. Yes, Blackie, we see you.
Yes, DJ Blackie.
Yeah. So the state also, Gary Dan, big up yourself. System Alert, big up yourself.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Yeah. So I'm here basically to give you that platform to play the music on. I'm not here to, figure out who listening to you. I really don't even care. I'm not even here to bring anybody to listen to you because I'm not doing that. Basically, if you think people is not listening, then you have a problem. But if you invite a couple of your friends and them to come in the chat box and listen to you while you're playing, that's fine and well. People could do that, right? But advertise yourself where it's not just them you're worrying about, You're worrying about the people out there that's listening to you that may be able to give you a job, may be able to hear you play music and hire you for a job. Maybe they might have a wedding. Maybe they might have some party somewhere, a christening, a backyard, whatever it is. in a club or whatever, they heard you playing on Calabash Radio, and they decide that they want you to do that function for them. Your job, that's your job. Your job is nothing else, basically. You're here to advertise yourself. You're here to play your music. You're not here to bring down the station. You're not here to, station going to run no matter what. Like me and Public say, whether the DJ here or not, doesn't the station be running?
Yeah.
It's going to run no matter what. You're here to understand that you're here to promote yourself. You're not here to promote me.
Well,
you on the station, but your respect go promote the station,
Right. That's why, that's why I take, I play on multiple stations, here, there, whatever it takes, man.
Yeah. To get that call.
Yeah.
Because all you thinking about is a job.
Right.
Of somebody calling you to do a gig.
Now it's up to me now, forget the gig now, I asking questions now. I asking questions now. Where, is gig visiting a club? If it's up some stairs, well, I don't do stairs.
Not no more.
Nah.
We stopped that long time ago,
Yeah.
stairs.
I barely could carry myself up the stairs, walk out cane and all kind of thing far less. No stairs. Everything is street level.
Yeah, walk in, walk out.
Sorry, people. But hey, it is what it is, But you got to promote yourself, man. You got to showcase yourself. And stuff like that, Showcase yourself the right way.
Man, it's a lot of respect, man. You just had to have respect for what people have and what people offer in here, If people allow you to be on this station, have respect for that person, Have respect for everything you do, man. Because that's how you'll carry on in life. Like the Nigerians say, I wap a pele, man, because it's all about, respecting people, respecting yourself. It's the same thing with your job. If you don't respect your job, you think anybody go respect you? Not even your boss go respect you, man.
Well,
they probably get rid of you in a minute.
Well, you're right. Even though if you don't like the job, you still have to carry yourself in a presentable way.
Right.
You still have to present yourself,
in a presentable way. Yeah. You still have to. Because it's yourself.
Right.
You're just working there. It's you.
Right. And then you work at it until you get something else.
Right.
And and that's it.
You're not gonna leave one job. First to begin, everybody knows that, right? Why would you leave a job in a sham, like have your boss miserable, everybody miserable? It's like you're burning the bridge and you're going to our next job. Now something happened there, you can't even go back where you was.
How you gonna go back there?
This is why I don't understand people, man.
You gotta go back there. Live in a good way, so if there's anything,
yeah, you could always come back.
You always come back. They will glad to accept you back.
They don't think, man. It's
So-
that big, but you see, that is only happening to people when that is the way they live. They figure if when they leave, they go, and re this and that, right? But they're not thinking. If you carry in your life like that, that's how you're going to be all over. Anywhere you go, or people got to change, man. We got to change. I just always say, man, when I left my company due to my injury, I didn't leave on no bad terms. For what?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Just bringing things back.
Even if I did become a millionaire, all that I used to say, I will climb up on my boss desk and drop a load of shit and all kind of thing. I was just, that's just talk. But I never had no problem with none of my bosses and them. None. Even the ones that leave, I get call now and talk with them and joke with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's, I could do that.
Yeah, it's all due respect, man.
Even the guys that work there, I could still call and talk to.
Have to have respect.
Because I never, disrespect them in any way or nothing with, nothing like that. I still friends with them. Talking about that, my boy, blessings to all right. Right? He's Ghanese, right? We know each other so long, not as friends, but due to the work we used to do. We used to work with a company before we end up in the gas company. Right? I used to work there in the plumbing field, and then he come in. Couple of jobs I went on, I had to take him, on the truck with me. This brother, man, up to this day, if I call for anything, if I have any problem, that man is come. That is the kind of respect, son.
Yeah, I tell you, respect for people, man.
If I can remember something to fix or can't remember, because we both is HVAC, but we start off as plumbers before we even went into AC work. You understand?
Right.
So anything in boiler, I don't care what type of boiler, could be oil and gas, right? Which is a lot, what we call dual fuel, right? I talking about boiler where you could put your living room inside of it. Me and he, for comfort, we work on big, huge boilers, dual fuel, whatever it is, we did before we even get into HVAC. You understand? So when it come in for boiler, I'll eat you up like food. You understand? So I can call he anytime, bro, and he will come and help me. No disrespect, man. Man, I really love me some man. Real cool, man. Is real cool. Him and Zamor, a Haitian dude that I trained to. Real cool people, man.
Yeah, you gotta, you gotta, first you gotta respect yourself.
Yep.
That's the first thing. And then you respect other people.
Yeah, you gotta respect people, man.
If they disrespect you, well, you stay away from them.
Never worry about what somebody else have. Never. If there's one thing my mother used to tell me, do not worry about what somebody else have. Get your own. Yeah. Don't be jealous of what other people have.
Well, you talk about that earlier with jealousy and envy and all that before. But,
it's not easy, man.
Yeah, man. So on the radio, you showcase yourself. Some people, some people just come to play music and that's it. I mean, what power to you?
Man, if you getting up every day to come here on a Wednesday just to play music and not thinking about promoting yourself, well then I don't know what to tell you.
Well, hey, that's what I'm saying. It's up to you.
How could you? Yeah, it's crazy though, right?
It's crazy, but I mean, let's put it. Let me put it this way: it might be crazy to us, but it might be good for them. But more power to them.
I can't see it though.
I can't see it either, but
I think you should, if you playing on a station because you're dedicated to do that, right? You're not playing for the spot, right? But you should be thinking, how can I make money with the money I have invested in the equipment I have at my home, right? That should be your main goal, basically, because it's not like everybody knocking on your door every week.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is what I was saying. To each his own. That's the prerogative. So I knocking that. That's on you. You know, that's on you, man. But this is me. I am a different level. If you want to go that route, more power to you. You know? That's why I asked that question earlier. How much do you worth from 1 to 10? How much do you worth? You know? Think about it. How much do you worth to yourself? How much do you worth? Even though you say a 5, okay, I can understand that. You've been honest. You've been truthful. No,
you say because he go higher.
Yeah, he had to work on that.
Because he go higher, it shouldn't be.
well. If you go higher now, the people or the owner of the organization now, okay, you say you go that like the time I went.
You go be sitting back to watch and see.
Well, the people the people them will lean back and watch to what
to see if you're really at that level.
Right. Just like the time when I say, when I would carry my artwork to the school.
Yeah.
And they ask me, how much do you how much do you worth with your your art form? I say real good. I tell the lady that at the school, my artwork real good. Well, she
didn't say nothing.
She didn't say nothing, but she took me to the class. Hallway and the classes. Yeah, my chin drop. Yeah,
well,
it always has somebody better than you.
Well, yes,
but
there's nothing wrong with what you say.
There's nothing. That's what she said. There's nothing wrong with that.
But then when you see the others,
right,
this is where you got to now pull up your socks.
Right. So the thing was, she was driving at now to get to that level. No,
yeah, what it takes.
You have to come. You don't have to, but this is to improve your skills in the school. Yeah, if you want to get to that level,
yeah.
Because what I say real good. I real good. But she bring me down. She make me see other students and their artwork. So I had to be truthful to myself. Now, boy, I had to I'm not good as what I think I am.
Exactly.
But
you will learn to get there.
Right. That is what I was driving at.
Yeah, you'll learn to get there.
You say a 10. Okay. Fine and dandy. Okay. Well, all for me to do now, the listeners out there to think is to listen to you to see if you're really a 10 or what. If you're not is a 10 now. That's why I say, if you say it's a 5, okay. And this is what, you see that thing called honesty? You see, like going to a job and you do things honestly.
Right.
You ain't lying. I mean, this country is built on lies, eh? Don't get me wrong.
Man, all over people just do that.
Right. But you come with, you're honest. They'll quicker take you
than the person that they think is lying.
Right.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like I said, when they come into work, man, I see guys come in, right? You been on the company 30 years, wherever, 20 years. A young buck now come in. Because he ain't making what you making, you ready to leave. How the hell you won't come in here and make what I need? Yeah, how you want to be, even if you come in with the knowledge and the skills, you still have to prove it.
Right.
Because ain't no company go give you that. You have to work for that. They have to see that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's the same thing in DJing. Or you would just come in and say, oh, I'm the big DJ here, and I can do this and I can do that, right? And half the time, you can't even play like the other DJs. You're not even up to par. You don't even know what you have. You don't even know what to do with what you have. In our field right now, where we dealing with in this radio station now, right? That's why the same thing you just say too. This is not easy. It's something new I got into. How you know you gonna buy all these equipment to do this? Run a radio station? You know how to do any radio station? You know how it got here? So stop trying, people need to stop trying to be what they're not, man. That's first to begin, Stay in your lane. People need to stay in their lane, man.
Sooner or later, they're going to run into a brick wall.
You don't have what other people have. Okay, settle for what you have. And get there before you say something, Don't try to, what is that word? Whatever
manipulate
people and try to do this with people and that, man. Be good, man. Your parents didn't bring you up to be that way. I guarantee you that. Half of us.
Well,
be good.
People, hey.
Be nice.
I used to take on things. No more.
I don't take on nobody problems. That's it.
Go ahead, bro.
So I ain't toting no water for nobody. Like mother say when I get baptized, ain't nobody could walk that spiritual road for you. You had to walk that by yourself. When Jesus was walking, carrying that cross, was he with what other people? Who was carrying it?
Yeah, he had to carry it himself.
Exactly. Who was carrying that for him? Although some people tried to help him, and you see, they stopped them.
But hey, the main thing, market yourself.
Yeah.
And, you could ask yourself, just ask yourself, how much do I worth? And the answer you come up with, okay. Remember, people, ask yourself how much you're worth. And take it from there. But be honest now. You know yourself better than anybody else. You know yourself.
So anything you'll be lying to yourself.
Right.
Public say don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, because I remember I went to a seminar years ago. And they had a board. Right? What I mean a board? A little board. And they say, on one side, mark on the board, I'll be successful. On the next side, they say, I'm a failure. Right? It's a psychology thing. So now, they say now, most people put, most of the people put, they ain't going to put, I'm not going to be successful now. They put, I'll be successful. But the thing is, they're saying to break the board where you say you'll be successful. So to give them the board now, you have groups in 5. Everybody have their own group. Now we have to break that board now. What you say that I'll be successful. Half of them couldn't break the board. I see some of them cry to break the board. I tell it myself, but I had to break that, man, because I say, I wrote on there on a marker that I'll be successful. Some girls cry. They cry because they couldn't break that board. Some guys and I'm hold their head. This is such, sorry, Pete. So I say, man, I cuffed that board so hard, it break. Okay. Now the girl was crying uncontrollable. You know what the guy tell that girl? So what? That they can break the board.
Why should that stop you?
Right.
Why should that stop you?
I learned from that day.
Being successful.
Yeah.
Why?
I learned from that day. I see, look at this.
Which is the truth.
It's true. I still have the board. Anytime I come back, I'm going to show you the board. I still had a board home to remind me of that lesson.
Yeah. That breaking it or not breaking it should not stop you.
Right. But the thing is, okay, I break the board. That means I go be successful?
This is why I just said.
No.
Breaking it or not breaking it should not stop you from being successful.
Right. But I say the opposite to that.
Right.
Because I break it,
You thought you would have been successful.
that don't mean I'll be
No,
successful.
because you got to work to get there.
That's
to
a
be
good thing. You got
successful.
to
Yeah.
work to get there.
So either way, you should
Yeah.
not stop doing what you're doing to get where you need
Right.
to get.
And that girl stop crying and she think.
Yeah.
She just shakes her head. Yeah.
You got to keep working at it. You know?
You kidding me?
Whether you break that
Good
damn board or
lesson.
you ain't break that board, if you gonna be
Right.
successful, you gonna be successful. If you believe breaking the board gonna make you successful,
Yeah.
you gotta work at that. That's something you gotta build, man.
Right. You set your goals.
Yeah.
You set your goals. If you just come in on the station just to play, that's up to you.
Yeah, well, that's up to them.
That is up to you.
Like I
Not
just said,
me.
we know. I like I said, I do not hold nobody hands. Right? I'm not.
No, it's totally
Pretending.
up to you. Yeah.
It's up to them.
Yeah, it's up to them.
You know, because this here is going to be here. It's not going nowhere. So it's basically up to the people that. And don't forget, we have a Christmas party.
Oh, yes.
Got to mention this. Christmas party coming up right here only on Calabash Radio. We'll put the flyers out, and by the 15th, you will be here in the promo with the lineup, all right? The DJs that's going to be on for the Christmas party right here. Live DJs coming up back to back. Christmas party on Calabash Radio.
Right. And also, we'll be celebrating on January 25th anniversary with Calabash Radio.
Yes.
The anniversary. You know?
Right.
So, you know.
DJs again will be coming on. It don't matter how much, but it's still going to be a celebration.
Right. What about the New Year's?
So close to each other, boy, public. I mean, if you want to come on, you can come on.
Yeah.
I might. Yeah, I'll do something.
I'll do something.
Yeah, I'll come on. Just like Hawk say, you'll come on Boxing Day.
You know?
Which is the day after Christmas, because he can't make the Christmas run with us. You know, he made the Thanksgiving run. I appreciate that, DJ
Right.
Hawk, but Christmas run, you might not be able. You know, like I said, most people have to spend time with their family. I do not want to take away nobody from their family or force anybody to come on the radio station and play music and leave their family. You know,
Right. You know.
So we are all grown men. We know what we want to do, grown men and ladies. So, you know, I mean, we all know what we want in life, you know. So, like I said, he said he's not gonna make it for the Christmas party. Also, what's his name? Ghetto Traveler. He's still down. His equipment is still down. So, you know, maybe by next year he'll be ready, you know. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. I think for the New Year's I'll probably come out early.
Yeah, I don't even know. What day the New Year's drop on?
New Year's drop on a Wednesday.
Oh, another Wednesday. Well, yeah, you could, you know, hopefully you do something on the Wednesday. You come on 8 o'clock. I can come on 6.
Yeah.
We do the same thing, you know, if anybody interested. You know, that is not a lineup I'm going to put there, but I'll put it out there for the DJs and them who tuned in to our show and listening. If you're interested on New Year's Day,
well,
which is a Wednesday.
You know, sorry to say, you know, but I could do something for me.
Well,
I will come on there and do something, you know.
Yeah, because it's usually the Wednesday we just come on anyway.
Right.
So,
you know.
So that's not a big thing. We can come on and do a smash, you know.
That is it.
On that Wednesday, and whoever wants to join us could join us. But definitely the Christmas have a lineup. We put a lineup in the One Nation chat box, the Calabash Radio One Nation chat box for the DJs and them to see.
Oh, and one thing I want to apologize for I get all kind of cough and boot because I was unable to come on the Thursday because I had internet issues and stuff that, you know. So Please accept my apologies. But it wasn't really.
It wasn't you. It was up to mom, man.
Yeah, well, basically.
Well, the vamush and them.
Yeah, the rats and them bite up my internet cable, man. So I was unable to really come on and stuff, So I'll be back. I will be back in the saddle.
And soon we'll be off. It's 9:57, so we want to thank everybody on YouTube, everybody on Calabash Radio that tuned in to our Sip and Chat. Like I said, this talk show is all about DJs and what's all about DJing equipment, DJs, what goes on in DJing life, and also our new adventure, which is in the internet radio program life that we have here,
Right.
Basically, that's what it is about. It may bore a lot of people, but it's very interesting to me and public, because, like I said, it's like a job, Guys,
a job.
Guys come in, like people come in and they leave. It's like, just like on a job, Some people come in, they can handle it. Some people come and they leave, for whatever reason, So we discuss things like that, especially with the equipment, that people don't understand.
And that's the thing too. Know your equipment.
Yeah.
Know what what you're buying and do some research on it, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, half the time they're ready to blame somebody, and it ain't all about that. Half the time it's the stuff they have. And also what they don't understand. You're playing, you are streaming now. You're not playing in a party. You are streaming. Big difference. You don't need bass bottom to stream. You don't need, matter of fact, you don't even need no speakers to stream. You can just listen through your headphone like public say, or listen through something. That's all you need, basically. It's like radio, You ever see them people just have the headphones on when they're doing podcasts? You know why? Think about it. You ain't supposed to be listening to yourself through your headphones. That's it. You'll hear the clarity of what's going out. Not if you just hearing the song. That's why we have headphones when we DJing. It's to hear we self, man.
Thank each and every one of you all for tuning in. I mean, you don't have to be here, but you are here. May God bless each and every one of you all. Bye-bye.
Yes, good night. We'll be back next week.
Let's go.
Bringing you nothing but hits.
Come on, play that song.
After hits.
Come on, DJ, play that song.
This is Calabash Radio.
Let's go.
Bringing you nothing but hits.
Come on, play that song.
After hits.
Come on, DJ, play that song.
This is Calabash Radio. Yeah!
Welcome to the Sip and Chat.
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Calabash Radio.
my Lord. I am like John the Baptist, and when I see the entertainer, them now not the youth, them eyes. As I may have to baptize, repentance time, every man a see clear, every entertainer clean up them career. Anyway, we rock the music, the people are the reality where them want to hear. So, Bounty Killer, the DJ, we act like our, with the most gun song where you run Jamaica. When me baptize Bounty Killer over Hellshot, when me dip him 3 times in the water. Him say we never start a movie and we never build a gun. Well, for them follow the Pope. Him a Satan son take remote